Hi everyone, this is Lavina here from Sovereign Soul Coach, and in this video I'm going to do an intuitive reading for you and some channeling and see what our spirit team wants to guide us on today. So this whole day I just want to mention that I kept receiving this message which I really wanted to share, which is just do it. So I don't know, like if you are going through a time where like you really want to do something, however there's like some kind of resistance that's preventing you to do it. So the guidance that came across like in so many different ways the whole day for me was just do it. Like it's okay not to be prepared enough. It's okay if you feel messy, or it's okay if you are not your perception of like perfection in doing something. It's okay, just do it. So allow yourself to be messy, but just do it, take action. So what I'm thinking today is, so I've picked up 3 cards from this deck. It's called Shadow and Light. To see what shadow part of us is actually preventing us to do what we really want to do, where our energy really wants to flow. So you can pick like from 1, 2, and 3 options, whichever option you feel drawn to. You can pick that number, either 1, 2, or 3. And I'll try to do the timestamps, and then you can just, if you, for example, you have chosen number 3, then you can just go to that number 3, and that will tell you what shadow part of you is actually preventing you to do it, and what's the guidance from our spirit team, so that we can release that shadow or integrate it, and then take the aligned action that we are feeling resistant towards. But before that, I'm also sensing that your energy is trying to move in several different ways, like here and there and here and there. So let's just like take a deep breath together and bring ourselves to the present moment, and ask spirit on what is it that the spirit team is asking us to take action on, because probably like your energy is trying to do like this. Okay, I want to do this, that. I want to do like everything, but I have no idea like where to start, what to do, what's the first next step. So let's just like ground ourselves, take a deep breath, and ask guidance of our spirit team, so that they can show us. And in this moment, my spirit team, your spirit team, they're all working together, and they will help us with whatever needs to surface, that needs our action. Like they will make sure that it surfaces for us somehow. So let's close our eyes for a minute. Take a deep breath. Let's connect to Mother Earth, taking in loving energy through her, coming to our feet, going into our calf, knees, thighs, hips, pelvis, going into our heart center. So with every inhale, we are taking in energy from Mother Earth, and with every exhale, we are releasing whatever is not needed back to Mother Earth lovingly. And whether you are aware of it or not, like with every breath we take in or take out, like this is happening already. And through this meditation, we are just becoming conscious of that fact. So every time, so I don't know how many times we take in or take out, like inhale and exhale. Every time we are taking in energy from Mother Earth and releasing it, releasing whatever is no longer needed. So it's happening already. And in this moment, we are just becoming conscious of it, bringing us in the present moment, connecting with our source, God, creator, whoever we believe in, our guides, our higher self, our spirit team of the light, of the light, of the light. So please express to us whatever is in highest good to know about where our energy wants to flow. Yeah. So our spirit team will, sorry, my battery was low, I'll be fine. So our spirit team will make sure that whatever, wherever our energy wants to flow, whatever action, wherever we want to like just do it, will surface for us. So so now I'm going to start number 1 shadow card, and the number 1 shadow card that has come up, and I have no idea like what those shadow cards are, because they're like upside down. So the number 1 card, the number 1 shadow is the forgiveness. I don't know if you can see the forgiveness and the grimness. So what this card is number 18. 1 and 8 is 9, and 9 is all about like freedom, independence. And forgiveness does provide that, right? Like there's like some kind of freedom that we get when we forgive, and I've experienced that personally. However, forgiveness, a lack of forgiveness, what it does is like it makes us grim, which is like about like really feeling like heavy and stuck, like the dense negative thoughts like coming together, the negative like energy, not negative energy, but it's just that the energy slows down from its perfect flow, and it feels really heavy and dense when like we are in that energy of lack of forgiveness. So the shadow path that's coming in your way, in which is not allowing you to take action, is the lack of forgiveness. And this lack of forgiveness, like what's coming to me is that this lack of forgiveness is actually for self. So like how often, how much do you allow yourself, how much do you allow yourself to make mistakes? Like, are you okay with making mistakes? What this also reminds me is an intuitive reading I did for someone. And this lady, she mentioned like an incident of when she was under 7 years, where she had a teacher, and every time she would make a mistake in her studies, this teacher would do something that was very unpleasant and no one would like to experience. So that gave her an impression in her life that making mistakes can make you go through an experience that is very unpleasant and that she didn't want to experience. So she would like really be hard on herself and make sure that she doesn't make mistakes. Otherwise, consequences can be really bad, and whatever she will have to go through after that could be like really bad. So basically, she was stuck in that whole childhood thing. So yeah, so the reason for her to not allow her to make mistake was really valid based on what she had gone through. So whatever reason that you have that you are not allowing yourself to make mistakes, you are not okay for yourself to make mistakes and forgive yourself for those mistakes, could be like a really valid one. And I see your truth, like that's your truth, right? Like that's something that you've gone through, and that's what your body remembers, and that's what your mind remembers. So I see you, I hear you, and I feel you. But I also want to let you know that we will be okay. Like it's okay. We will be okay. It's okay to make mistakes. Like that, whatever happened, like that was an experience that you wanted to experience as a soul, and now our guides are trying to tell us that it is okay to make mistakes, and it is okay to allow ourselves to make mistakes, and being okay with forgiving ourselves for making mistakes as well. And the archetype that I also pulled out another card, which is about like what archetype do we need to embody that will help us to forgive ourselves more. And what has come up is this card that's called the Village. So our guides are asking you to embody this archetype of the village. And I'm just trying to think what that really means, right? Like when I think of a village, like what comes to my mind is yes, like what comes to my mind is community. However, what also comes to my mind is different parts of us. So there's a part of you that doesn't want you to make mistakes, and there's a part of you that's actually really excited to do something, like where your energy wants to flow. And there must be like several other parts of you involved in this whole situation, and that is the whole village. So like when I think of village, what comes up is the community, and when I think of community, what comes up is the support. And if you can like look at each and every part of yourself, for example, like a part of you that's really fearful of making mistakes, a part of you that really wants to do something, or like where like your energy wants to flow. So you have like these several parts of you. So if like these parts can support each other like a village, I think like that's what it's going to help. All you can do is just say to each and every part of yourself that, hey, I see you, I hear you, I feel you, and I want to let you know that we will be okay. And know that each and every part of you is supported, because there's like a whole village inside you. Like each and every part of you is there to support the other part. If there's one part is in any kind of trouble, or if it has made a mistake, then they like you have like it's a call for us to build like a community within ourselves, like a village within ourselves of like each and every member of that village supporting each other. Yeah, so I believe like that's what our guides are trying to tell us, is being in order to take this step towards where your energy wants to flow. So for example, if there's something that you really want to do, but what's stopping you is, what if I make a mistake? What if I do this? What if I do that? What if that happens? And what if this happens and this is what other people think about me, and all those sort of things, and you are not allowing yourself to make mistake, then it's just a reminder that, hey, like look into each and every part of yourself. They are like everything that we have like is within us, and like that will help us forgive ourselves in that moment. And the other card that has come up is this 5 of Wands, and a lot of people kind of think of this card as I don't know if you see like this kind of like a conflict, and like one person is trying to like outdo another person to reach to this fire. So they are using each other to actually reach to this fire. But like how, like there's another perspective, there's another perception we can look at each other. Like they are actually helping each other. Like so consider these as like different parts of you. Like one part that is really scared of making a mistake, and there's like other part that really wants to like follow this passion, the energy, like where your energy wants to flow. And this is basically the whole village, like different parts of you that are helping you reach what you want to achieve. So yeah, so it's a beautiful message so these 3 cards together. So yes, like what's coming in the way is the lack of forgiveness for yourself, and what our guides want you to embody is the archetype of the village. So they want you to see yourself as a village, different parts of you. Now it's all making sense. Different parts of you supporting each other, because that's what I feel of what a village is, which is like support for each other, community. And the 5 of Wands is actually helping us even believe more of that. Yes, so there is like different parts of you, your energy is trying to flow in different directions, on like, what if I make a mistake? What if that happens? I want to do that, that and that. And if you take a note of each and every part of yourself, like all of these parts, they're actually supporting you in reaching or taking action. So yeah, so connecting with yourself and supporting yourself will help you attract the village outside that will be helping and supportive of you. Yeah, so that's what came up with the card number 1. And the card number 2 is the boundaries and respect. And I'm just trying to think of what that means. It's number 14, and 1 plus 4 is number 5. And number 5 is about shift in perception. It's also about kind of like a crisis or like kind of instability that someone might be going through in this moment. So this card here about boundaries, like, and boundaries for me is about saying no. And it's so hard to say no, right? And especially around like people who we really love. So yeah, so like what's the shadow part like that's coming in the way for you taking action is not being able to say no or create boundaries around. So for example, if there's something that you really want to do, however you do have some commitments with your loved ones, and I just want to use like an example of what just happened with me. And it is so hard for empathetic people, right? Like for people who are really highly sensitive. So I really wanted to do a video like today, and I don't know, I just was feeling like really like called to do a video. And I was waiting the whole day for this time to actually do a video. And then I let my daughter fall asleep so that I can work on it. And while I was making her sleep, she did mention that she is like really afraid of dark. I don't know, like for past 3 days she has been saying that, oh, I don't feel like sleeping in the dark, mommy, stay with me. And in that moment I was like, okay, I'm not going to do the video, I'm just going to like stay with her so that she feels supported, and she knows that I'm here, and she's not feeling scared. So I was almost about to like drop this idea of doing video so that I can support her, but then this desire to do this video was so strong in me, and I asked some guidance, and I was told that she is fine, like I'm just like next door here, and the door is open, and there's like, what she was really afraid of is dark, and the light is going into her room, and now her daddy's back as well, and he's like next to sitting next in just the next room with her as well. So she's all supported, and I was also shown like how yes, like physical distance is important, however like energetically as well, like I'm supporting her wherever I am, like whether I'm close to her or not. So yeah, so like these kind of boundaries, like I would have like just stayed with her. No, I don't want her to stay alone and in the dark in her room, so I want to stay with her. I'm not going to do video today. I could have done that, but I kind of like created a boundary because I knew that the urge to create this video was so strong, and my energy really wanted to flow in this direction, and I said like, no, just do it, and everything like fell in place. My husband came back on time, and he's now there, and my daughter is still sleeping asleep, and she's fine. So yeah, so like these kind of boundaries, like it's so hard, like it could be like easier for you to have boundaries probably with people at work or outside, but probably it's with your loved ones that it's hard for you to create boundaries. So it's just about getting clarity on, okay, like what do I really want to do. So I also picked up an archetype card on what archetype do we need to embody that can help us support, create boundaries for ourselves. And what came up was Kiss. Yeah, so Kiss for me is an expression of affection. So in this moment, for example, if you are in a situation where you really want to do something, your energy really wants to flow somewhere, but what's coming in the way is the loved ones or the responsibilities that you have towards loved ones, or your heart is like, oh my god, like how can I leave, like how can I not spend time with the loved one and go do like what I really want to do. Then yeah, like just like expressing your affection in different ways to the loved one, to still show them that hey, like you are there for you, and you choosing to do what your where your energy wants to flow. It doesn't take away the fact how much you are in love with your loved ones, and the kind of affection that you have for them, and the closeness that you have for them, and the intimacy that you have for them, with them. So it's just about like how can you communicate more and more about, okay, like you taking this decision in favor of where your energy wants to flow. It doesn't mean something else for the loved one, right? Yeah, so let me put some tarot card as well to see what else. And what has come up is the Nine of Cups, which is all about fulfillment, right? This Nine of Cups of like wish coming true and emotionally feeling really fulfilled. So yeah, so in that moment, just connecting with your emotions and seeing, okay, like what's making me, so I have like these two options to choose from, and what is going to make me so fulfilled, as if I've got like everything in this moment that I wanted to wish for like come true, with a clear communication with the loved one involved and creating a boundary. So the third shadow that's coming in the way is generosity or egoism. Now what this tells me is, and I've also pulled out the archetype that we are being asked to embody, and that is underworld. And the underworld is like a deep subconscious minds, which is like a web of like different things all entangled together, like our fears, our thoughts, and everything. And I've also pulled out a tarot card, which is Seven of Pentacles, and the number 7 is about reflection and assessment. And this card basically is asking us to take a pause and have some patience, take a pause. It's asking us to take a pause and assess the situation, and really assess the intention behind this action that you're wanting to take, where your energy wants to flow. So really pause and focus on the intention. Is the intention behind you taking this action coming from the ego, in terms of, okay, like if I do this, this will be like another achievement or an award that I will have? Or is it about like doing and achieving and or like helping others, or is it about like whatever our mind makes us believe based on our fears. Yeah, it could be anything, right? Like, if I don't do this now, then what if I lose this opportunity? Or like the fear of missing out. So it's a time for you to really look at that intention, because probably what we are being asked is, the shadow here is that the intention that we have behind taking this action, that is not enough for us to actually take the action. And what resistance is trying to show us is that, how about keeping all that thing aside of having that intention of like doing this due to like all these different reasons, and how about creating just to create? How about creating in devotion to the creation, just create to create and not have any other intention behind it, and be generous with our devotion towards the creation. Yeah, like just create, because the kind of fulfillment and the feeling that you are getting in being in that energy of when you are doing it, just do it for that. So it's a pause. It's asking us, our guides are asking us to take a pause and just assess what is the intention behind you doing this in this moment. Is it based on ego, or is it based on generosity? Because whenever we are trying to create something, the intention could be just like pure devotion, just to create it and just experience what we experience while we are creating it. It doesn't have to be like how we have been taught, and it's valid why we know, like why our mind comes in between, because we have always been like doing things and achieving things, and our society has always like encouraged achievements, right? And the more you achieve, the better you are, kind of thing. Or there can be like some kind of comparison. Probably you're compared to like a sibling or someone like in childhood, and now you have that, like, so you kind of like compare yourself to everyone, and you're like, no, like what if like they are doing that, and this is happening with them, and I don't want to miss the opportunity, like I want to do that as well. So like it's a time. So what we are being asked is to just pause, look at the intention, and shift the intention to generosity from the ego, if that's the case. So yeah, so these were the 3 shadow aspects that could have been coming in the way, and this is the guidance from our spirit team. And yeah, it's time for us to just like reflect, or not even reflect, just do it. Just do it, guys, just do it. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to be imperfect. It's okay to be messy. It's okay to make mistakes. Yeah, it's okay to set boundaries. It's okay to be to create just to create. It doesn't have to have like a different intention as inspired by our mind or our culture. Yeah, so this is what came up for the reading, and I hope this was useful. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed doing this, and I think I'm gonna do a lot more going forward. Thank you. Bye-bye.